Hello everyone, today we are going to see how to use ControlNet inside ComfyUI and how to use it in our image generation. But first of all, what is ControlNet? Well, ControlNet is one of the most powerful tools to use in ComfyUI. And I let you see some examples so that you can understand in just a second what it is and how to use it. So if we go on in a ControlNet page, we are going to see some example. So ControlNet, you can use it in various different ways. You can use it to deblur a picture, like in the examples here. You can use it to make some variation on a picture. You can use it to in-paint something in a picture like this, for example. You can use it to out-paint. You can use it to open poses, or you can just assign a pose to your character and the character will pose in the same way. This is so powerful because if you see an image of a model that you really like how the image is done or the pose, how the pose is, you can just replicate the pose and generate an image with your own model. So this one is one of the most powerful, and in the example that we are going to see, I'm gonna use this one because once you use it, I think that it is one of the most used kind of ControlNet that you can use. We have the depth, and this one is also really cool because if you have a lot of characters, like for example in the last one here, you can see how they are in the 3D space. So maybe you have one character that is in the background and another character that is closer to the camera, and so you can replicate the position of the characters. You have the canny, so from a simple scratch you can generate the pics. Line art is very similar, as you can see. Anime line art is especially for anime. It works really well with anime. You have this one. I mean, you have really a lot of one. This one is similar to line art, is much more basic, but as you can see, you can use all these kind of ControlNet in your picture. So right now I will show you just a couple, the two that are most used, but of course play around with it and use whichever kind of ControlNet that you want to use in your creation. So we are going to see how to use the depth one, because I think that is really cool when you have multiple characters. For example, I don't know, your model with a friend in some situation. It is really cool. And of course the open pose one, because this is very powerful. I mean, you can use it to replicate any kind of pose that you want, and so it is very cool to use. So without wasting time, we are going into our ComfyUI, and for this example I use the standard basic ComfyUI workflow, so the basic one. And let's recap it one more time. We have our load checkpoint node, where we load our checkpoint, our positive prompt, negative prompt, our ksampler, our empty latent image, VIA decode, and preview image. Okay, so this is our basic workflow. Now, we are going to use a ControlNet. So where we put a ControlNet, I'll make some room, and our ControlNet will be here between the prompt and the ksampler. We search for apply ControlNet, and this is a config core node, so you should have it. In case you don't have an apply ControlNet, you will search it up in the manager, but you should have it. So we click apply ControlNet, and as you can see, I zoom in a little bit, we have positive, negative, ControlNet, image, VIE. So let's start with the prompt. Positive into positive, negative into negative, positive into positive, and negative into negative. Oops, and negative into negative. Perfect, now it's connected. Now what we have to do? We have to load a ControlNet. So from ControlNet we pull a string and we go load ControlNet model. Here I have this one. This is an open pose, and in a minute I let you see where I downloaded it, so you can download so you can download the same one. Okay. Now, what we want to do is to have an image as a base, so an image where we take the pose of the image and we translate it to our character. So double click and we search for load image. Perfect. I already have loaded a pose that I want to use. So from image here, we go into ControlNet processor, and we use this one, the Adventure one. So this one, I don't think you have this node, but if you have it, use it. So deprecated ControlNet processor. If you don't have it, you go into Manager, Custom Node Manager, and as soon as it load up, I let you see. Okay, and you search for Adventure, this one, ComfyUI Adventure, and you install these custom nodes. After install, you refresh your ComfyUI and you restart your ComfyUI and you're good to go. So I let you see one more time. From image, load image, we go into ControlNet processor and we use this one, deprecated ControlNet processor. And this is really cool because here, if you click preprocessor, you will have all the ControlNet that we saw before. So you have the Kenny, the line art anime, the pose, the open pose. I mean, you have all of different kind of ControlNet. So in our case, we are going to use an open pose. Perfect. We can go with 1024 as a resolution, and from image, we go here in image. Perfect. Okay. And now, just to let you see, you don't need to do it, but I want to let you see what's happening. So from image here, I will go into preview image. So we are going to see what's happening. So now let's try a really simple prompt. So red hair woman with a blue dress jumping in the background. There is a desert. Okay. We click run. Perfect. So as you can see here, the preview image is just to let you let you know that this is what happened with the open pose. As you can see, this is the exact same pose as this one, and in our output there is, as the prompt said, a red hair woman in the same pose, jumping, as you can see, in the desert, because we prompted that she is in the desert. Another thing that I like to do here, I forgot to mention, is to change this value to 0.8 because I think that it works a little bit better. So now let's try another pose with another prompt, just to let you see what you can do. So I'll upload a new file. Let's say that we want our model in this kind of ballerina pose. And as you can see here, I changed the prompt with white hair just to let you see. And the pose is pretty much the same as the one that we referenced. So here is the pose. Now let's take a look at the depth, because I think that is really cool. So I change here the ControlNet model, and let's take a break real quick. Now here you have the load ControlNet model. Now there are a lot of ControlNet models that you can use, so you just need to download whatever you like. I let you here the link to this one in the description. As you can see here, I let you this link in the description. And also, I think that this one in Civit.ai is really cool. You have to download the one that you want to use. So depth, for example, or as we saw, open pose, or as we saw the Kenny one. So you choose which one you want and you download it. If you want to do it directly from ComfyUI, you go into CVConfy and you search, let's say, for ControlNet. And here under we go ControlNet, search, and it is this one. So as you can see, you have all of these that you can download. You download it directly from here and you'll have it here. This one is the one that I've downloaded, because with this one I've got an error, and it is much more heavy. It's 2.5 gigabytes, and also this one have a lot of things that I don't want to use. I mean, the tile, the blur, the variation, okay, is cool. The resolution is cool, the inpainting is cool, but there are a lot of things, especially here, the head, the PD, the TID. I mean, the segment, I won't use this. So I didn't use it because it gave me an error and it has a lot of stuff. But you can use it whichever kind you want, even other one if you want. Just to let you see, I downloaded the depth and the open pose because I think that are the two that are most used. So now we can see what the depth can do. So I change it here, I change it here, I upload a new image. So as you can see here, I've uploaded this image of two girls drinking in a bar, and here there is our depth image. So as you can see, she is near the camera, she is far away from the camera. So in our image we have the same pics with one girl, so this one, near the camera, and the other one in the background. So as you can see, you can use this kind of tool to create a scene with your character, maybe with a friend, doing pretty much anything you want, and you can use a pose to make your character do whatever you want. So just to make things a little bit more tight, well, this one is not mandatory. Perfect. So this one is just to let you see. If you want to have it, otherwise you can just delete it. I will leave you here, and of course I will leave you this workflow in the description so that you can use it and you can start testing around a bit with your ControlNet model and with your character. Now let's apply the same thing to Qwen Image Edit, because of course right now Qwen Image Edit is the best tool if you already have your model and you want to create a picture starting from your character. So of course, with Qwen Image Edit, we can just prompt. So, like in the first image, you put your character. In the second image, for example, if I bypass it, you can put the pose that you want, and you prompt the girl from the first image is jumping as in the same pose as the second image. And Qwen Image Edit will do exactly that. But sometimes the pose isn't exactly the same, or it is a little bit weird with difficult poses, for example, and so to bypass this or to resolve this, you can use a ControlNet, of course. So I bypass this, and here I already generate something, so it is a little bit quick to let you see, but the principle is the same. You just have to load here, load the ControlNet model. You just need to load this model that is ideal for Qwen Image Edit. And of course, don't worry, I leave you the link in the description. So this one, I leave you this link in the description. You can download it directly from here, or you can click it, copy the download link, go into your Rampod, into your Jupyter Lab folder, and extract it in your in your ControlNet folder. So when you download a ControlNet model, I'll let you see so that it is crystal clear. You go into your ComfyUI folder. So if you are running ComfyUI on your own PC, into your ComfyUI folder. If you run ComfyUI on Rampod, you go into your Jupyter Lab ComfyUI folder. You go into models, into ControlNet, and here you paste or you download directly with the wget method your ControlNet model. So I leave you the link in the description, but as of now, so we return into ComfyUI, so download the right ControlNet model for Qwen image edit, because the ControlNet works different from models to models. So in the previous example, the standard basic workflow that we see, it was a ControlNet for SDXL, for example, or SD. But a ControlNet for SDXL doesn't work with Qwen image edit, for example. So you have to choose the right kind of ControlNet. So make sure to download the right kind. This is our Qwen image edit 2509 workflow. So if we go like this, is the exact same workflow. The only thing is that we have the load ControlNet, and down here we have this. Okay, this is the ControlNet. So we have the load image. We have two things here, the DW pose estimator and the depth anything. We are going to use the depth anything because I think that the results is better, because even though it's a depth image generator, so you have your depth image here, it will still save the same pose. So you don't need to use this, just use this one. So from the image that you upload with the pose that you want, you go into depth anything. And well, this is just a preview, and from image you go into your apply ControlNet, and here is, as always, positive prompt into positive, and negative into negative, and here from positive and negative into the case sampler positive and negative. The VIA goes here in the VIA, and the ControlNet into the ControlNet. So everything is the same. And as you can see, I put my model here as a reference image and this pose. In the prompt, I say a woman jumping in the desert. In the background, there is an oasis, and I also got it wrong here. I made a typo, but this is not important. In the negative watermarks, just because we don't want to leave the negative prompt blank, and I forgot to put the negative in red, so I'll do it right away. So don't want to leave the negative empty, so just put like something like watermarks or whatever you want, or you don't want, since it's a negative. And here are our final image. As you can see, the pose, I'll let you see here, the pose is exactly the same. So I just put this back just to keep things clear. And as you can see, I really like the jumpsuit, even with the Nike logo. That's really cool. And she's in the desert. In the background, there is the oasis, just like the prompt said. So right now, I'm bypassing the LoRa, because of course this is the Lightning 4-step LoRa, and I want a little bit more defined image, so I'm using 30 steps and 3.5 CFG. If you decide to unbypass the LoRa and use, for example, this one, the Lightning 4-step, remember to do 4 steps here and a CFG of 1, because it works better. But I really don't like the LoRa. I prefer a little bit longer as the time of generation, but a more defined and realistic image. So as you can see, it is really simple to use and to have the results very good. So I let you see another one just as an example. And here, as you can see, you can go with 2 characters as the example before in a bar drinking, and as you can see here is the depth image, and here you have the 2 models that are in a bar drinking. So this is really cool because you can create all kind of situation with your character and your character friends, for example, and you can make them do whatever you want in the position that you want. So I'll bypass this, and of course, as always, the not safe for work part is about to begin. So